Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy if you're new here, and I am a Dream Vacations travel advisor specializing in cruises and Disney parks vacations and all-inclusive resorts and group trips. I can help you plan a variety of different types of vacations, and all that info will be linked down below. I post 3 videos a week: a productive day in my life, my marathon training, fitness journey, and a travel video. I have 1, maybe 2 more camping videos coming, and then from here on out it's going to be pretty much all cruising and travel tips and things like that. So if you are interested in any of that, please consider subscribing to my channel. And without further yapping, let's get into this video. Today's video is going to be a marathon training video. This is week 6, so weeks 1 through 4, I committed to getting 3 runs in every single week, and I successfully did that. What I wanted after I made that goal, so what I got from it was I got some new shoes. These are Saucony, I don't know how that's pronounced, Triumph 22, and I ran in them for the first time today, and they feel great, so I'm pretty happy with that. I need to adjust the laces because I think I had them a little bit too loose, or I might have got them too big. I don't know. I will have to see. And this week I am going to be, this is week 6. So week 5 I took that entire week off because I got my period and it was really painful. Without going into too many details, it basically just took me out. And then I was having some issues with my knee and my hamstring, which I think was just due to inactivity. And I sit a lot with my legs under me bent, so I think that makes a big difference, and my body just wants to be moving. And so the rest of this week I plan on doing 4 workouts, my 3 runs that I have scheduled out in Runna, and then I am going to be doing a full body workout, trying to hit, the compound movements and a couple accessory exercises that are going to help target knee and ankle strength. I already did today's run. Don't mind the boxes behind me. I normally have like a cardboard thing behind me for safety, because sometimes boxes, if I end up having to slam on my brakes, will come through here. And yeah, that could be not happy, but normally I have something here. But we went camping and used my van a couple months ago, which that video is up, and then we're going camping again this weekend, which that video is coming up after this video goes up. Ignore the boxes. And then once that trip's done, that's all of our camping for the year, and then I will have my normal setup back here because I deliver coffee for work. Back to today's run. So today's run was a progressive run, a tempo run, 3.5 miles, starting with a 0.5 mile conversational pace. I like that Runna lets you toggle between outdoor run and treadmill run, so then it kind of tells you what speed to put the treadmill on. So it said 0.5 miles at no faster than 3.8, which is a perfect conversational run pace for me. So that's what I did, and I ran it no problem. And then intervals is 0.5, 1 mile, and then a 90-second rest. My warm-up I actually did at 3.7, just to start slow, because it's been it's been 11 days since my last workout. My last workout was on August 15th, and today is August 26th. So it's been a week, and that's okay. So for the first interval at 0.5 miles, I did 3.8, 1 mile at 3.9, and then the next mile at 4.0, and then the 90-second rest. And then a cool down with a 0.5 mile at a conversational pace, which I kind of did at like 3.7 ish, and walked a little bit in that so that I can actually like cool down the muscles and get my heart rate down and all of that. So during the 1 minute interval, I did 4 minutes running at whatever the pace that I was doing for that interval, the 3.8, 9, and 4, and then 1 minute walking. And that felt really, really good doing it that way. So my total workout was 3.56 miles at 55 minutes, and my average pace was 15:28. And so my intervals, my first half mile was a 15:15 mile pace. My second mile was 15:16, so very consistent. And then my first mile, or second mile technically, but first mile interval was at 14:56 mile pace, and then my next mile interval was at 15:04. I think just the way the 4 minutes on, 1 minute off worked out was I started that with the 1 minute, so it might have given me more 1 minute walking than previous, but it only increased my pace by seconds, like less than 10 seconds. Or just over 10 seconds. And then my recovery, I dropped that down to walk very slow. And so I was walking at a 28-minute pace, or almost 29-minute pace, which is fine because I was bringing my heart rate down. And then the cool down, I did slow down on purpose to truly cool down. And I did that at a 16:10 pace. So that is pretty good. I'm happy about that progress there. Tomorrow's going to be a strength training workout, and I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I need to write out that workout that I'm going to do for the next 4 weeks because I am slowly incorporating more days just to build the habit of going that many days. I can do 3, so we're adding on 4. Starting slow to make sure that I am doing what I need to do. So I don't know how much I will film any of that in the gym. I might just prop my phone up against like my water bottle or something while I'm doing my sets, and whatever angle that ends up being, that's what it's gonna be. So I will see you guys for tomorrow's workout. Okay, it is the next day, Wednesday, and today I'm doing a full body workout with a mix of a bunch of different things. So I am gonna see what all I get captured on camera while I'm here. I'm gonna go in, get this workout done so I can come home, eat lunch. Let's get into it. For the next 4 weeks, I am adding one full body workout, and for now, I am not going to get under a barbell. So today I started with a seated chest press. Also, side note, someone left some plates on the machine next to me, so quick PSA. Basic gym etiquette, put your weights away after you're done. Today I kept everything really light because it's the first strength training workout I've done in like 2 months, and I have a 5-mile long run tomorrow, so I didn't want to overdo it. Fatigued training is super helpful for marathon training because it's 26 miles and you're going to be fatigued. Even if I am sore for my long run, I will still do the run, but I didn't want to be painfully sore because that's really not helpful. Fatigued, helpful. Painfully sore, not helpful. I also didn't do a warm-up today because I was short on time, and not doing a warm-up isn't my favorite thing to do, so more often than not, I make sure I get my warm-up in. I am adding just a few upper body exercises and alternating upper and lower body exercises throughout the entire workout. The next exercise I am doing is lateral lunges. This works quads, hamstrings, inner thigh or abductor, and the outer thigh or adductor, which are all super helpful for knee and ankle stability. The next upper body exercise is dumbbell overhead press. I totally could have gone up to 20s, and I have 10s here. It felt like almost nothing. I didn't even grab the 20s after this set to finish the exercise with. I definitely could have increased this exercise without overdoing it. I love laying hamstring curls versus seated hamstring curls. I don't feel them very much in the seated position, and the specific machines my gym has makes me feel like super like stuck and tight into the machine. Not sure if that makes sense. So I definitely prefer the laying hamstring curls, especially here at this gym. Next up, I did lat pull downs, which I definitely could have increased the weight here too, but I can change that for next week. Seated leg extension is next, and this one I actually did perfect weight. It was challenging enough, plus my quads were a little bit sore from yesterday's run. The next exercise I did was seated rows, and again, I absolutely could have increased my weights, but anytime I return to exercises I haven't done in a while, such as a full body workout, I start way too heavy and then I'm sore for days afterwards, so I didn't want to do that this time. Okay, this next exercise is meant for calves and focuses on different parts of the calf muscles than standing calf raises do, and by focusing with the toes, it helps with ankle flexion and strengthening the tendons in the lower leg. And with this training block, my biggest focus, other than running, is to improve knee and ankle stability and strength. And then, of course, I did standing calf raises as well. This next exercise is for shins, and I'm just using a band and simply flexing and pointing my foot. I could have pointed my foot a little bit more, but I was worried the band would slip off my foot, but with my shoes on, it felt pretty secure. Last exercise I did is for ankle stability. In addition to standing on the yoga block, I am passing a medicine ball back and forth, which further increases the instability for my ankle and knee on the standing foot, as well as a little bit of core strength. I was extremely sore after this workout. I edited and recorded the voiceover the same day I did the workout, and I thought the weights were too light, but apparently it was just right. And I was sore for 2 days straight, so I ended up taking those 2 days as rest days, and then I went camping, and then I had a thought that I was going to one of my runs this week while I was camping, but we were at 10,000 feet elevation, and my race is nowhere close to that. It's like half that, which is kind of closer to where I live in elevation, so I really didn't want to struggle through the run because it's almost double the elevation where I live, and I was struggling to walk around at that elevation. My body is just simply not used to it. I have also decided to focus on training for the half marathon instead of the full marathon at the same location, the same race, just the half instead of the full, which I will explain more in next week's video. I am ending this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like travel and lifestyle videos. I post 3 videos a week, a productive day in the life, my fitness journey, which I'm training for a half marathon, and a travel video, and I have many cruises coming up in the next year, so subscribe so you don't miss any of my lifestyle and travel videos.